to walk by faith, by sight. That once you begin to trust yourself and your ideas and your instincts, life takes on a whole new meaning, because now I want you to do that feeling that you are led. Just feel, I am led. And don't give your power away. You don't need anybody to approve your dream. It was given to you. If they can't see it, it's because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. Hold it, nourish it, cultivate it, work on it. It's yours. It's your baby. Work on it until it comes to fruition. I think with my power, and I said, I'm not going to do that. Here's something else. For those who make it today, do what you know is right. Take what you love to do what you do. Don't try to take the shortcuts. Don't try and cheat. Pay your dues up front. I believe that's the gentleman. What is fund? You can pay now, or you will pay double later.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How's it going? Well, give me one brief moment while I get this out of the way. All right, so let's see who's in this right now. Let's see. Oh, I see Freddie. Good evening. Atul, what's up, man? I'm gonna give it like one more minute, you guys. I do have one or two people that's gonna come in. Freddie, I will answer your question towards the end. I do have like one or two people that are brand new here, so just bear with me for a second.
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good.
All right, here we go. We got another person coming in. All right, let's see here. All right, there's another person. You bear with me, you guys. People are coming in a little late. How's it going, Jaleesa, Douglas? Bear with me, you guys.
Hi.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna give it just one more minute. Just gonna fix something really quick. All right, so I'm gonna get started for the brand new people. So I only see 1 to 2 brand new people in here. I'm waiting for another person, but I'm just gonna get started right now. So Atul, just follow along, man. I'm gonna open up the broker account. I think I did help you open up a IQ Send account. So let's just go to the broker account. Obviously right here you have IQ Send, Race Options, and Vide Forex. Now these are the platforms I use personally. Obviously I have a cash account, an investment or cash account, both 2 cash accounts and an investment account. And all you're going to want to do, you guys, is, you want to have 2 accounts to diversify. Like I said, a cash account as well as a investment account. And that's going to come later on when you guys start scaling your accounts. Now, for everyone new here, let's just say Atul, right? So you see this, right? Atul to the right, this is your option type, okay? Now, I hope everyone's on their broker account here. Now, this is an option type. Okay, Atul, now their turbo, it's just going to be through minutes. Intraday is hours, long-term is like days and weeks. We don't ever really touch that. We just touch the timer, okay? And all we really play with is 1 to up to 3 minutes. Now we usually do 3 to 2 minutes. Now I do have some coaches like Jaleesa and Athena who do like 5 to 10 minute trades, and they do that sometimes. So, we also do 5 to 10 minute trades. But for today, we're just going to do 3-minute trades. But right now, don't do anything. I'm just going to show you how to use your broker account. So I'm going to leave it just on 1 minute. And obviously, this is a real account. So I'm just going to do $1, you guys. Okay. So for this dollar amount, that's where you're going to put your amount. And then you have your profit at the bottom here. And for every amount you put in, depending on the currency pair and its percentage, you'll get paid out. So if I went to, let's see, to the left over here, to EuroCAD, that's 85%. I put, let's just say $5, I'm gonna get $4.25 back, okay? So that's how simple it is. The higher the percentage, the more you're gonna get back. The lower the percentage, if I go to 60%, you're going to get $3 back. So that's why we want to be trading only 70% pairs and above, because obviously you're risking more than you're losing. So let's just say I go back to the Euro CAD. I go over here and I'm doing $1, okay? This fixed time, now this fixed time is usually always off for me. I know I have some people who like to keep it on. When you have it on, it's going to look yellow. And when this is on, you're going to get the full 3 minutes, not 150 or not 250, not 240, not 230. You're going to get full 3 minutes. With this off, with fixed time off, you will only get about, it really varies from broker accounts. I think IQ knocks about 20 to 30 seconds off, maybe 10 seconds. It just varies, you guys, okay? But with fixed time off, it's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. You do have a 20-second break with fixed time off, okay? So now, as traders, right? As traders, what are we doing here, okay? What we're doing is just predicting what direction the market's gonna go within a certain amount of time. So if I think this was going to go down, all I'm going to do is do a put. Now a put call is obviously a sell, okay, sell option. Now with the sell option at this very bottom to the right, we have rollover option. When you obviously have your price entry go above your actual entry, you have the opportunity to buy yourself more time. So what that, excuse me, sorry guys, I'm getting people in the chat here. Okay, so obviously I just bought myself an additional minute. Now it doesn't just do a minute, now it's adding 2 minutes, because now I got in at the start time at 1:35, now it ends at 1:37. So since I made an option play, I thought that the market was going to go down from here. And now in the next 2 minutes, if I were to win this play, I'm going to make back $2.41 just for predicting what direction the market's going to go. Now, like I said, your rollover option gives you the opportunity to buy an additional 1 minute. Obviously, I'm doing a 1 minute trade, so I would buy an additional 1 minute. It's going to cost you 30% of that actual amount. So that's why you see it go to $1.30. Now, if I were to roll over one more time, I'm going to show you guys, it adds an additional 2 minutes, okay? Because your first rollover is 1 minute, the second adds 2 more. So now my expiry time is 139.28. And now you see the payout goes a little bit higher because it added 69 cents to my dollar trade, okay? Now you also have double up opportunity. Now the doubling up opportunity is gonna leave you at the same time frame, but at a different price. So like right now, if I were to do $1.69, boom, I just did a double up play, okay? Now it gives you another double up, and now it's going to either go down or keep going up. And that's what we're just literally doing, is we're deciding which direction the market's going to go within 1 to 3 minutes, or the desired time that you actually play with the options. Now, like I said, I don't go in trades aimlessly like this. That's why I did $1, but this is just an explanation. We do use Hourglass to make trade entries and educated guesses. This is just an example, you guys, but obviously if this were to go in, then obviously I'd win the trade, okay? Now, obviously this bottom one's gonna stay here, and if price does not go below that, I lose that trade. And like I said, you do have double up options and rollover options. I only suggest you to do 2 rollover options. I don't want you to do more than 2 rollover options, because it starts adding more money to the actual amount. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this here, and then we'll see what happens in the next 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll see if the play wins or lose. Now at the bottom over here, we also have your status, open and closed, okay? You can see your orders at the asset, strike price, and entry price. You also have the order, whether it be a put or a call option, okay? Then you have your order size and payout. Like I said, to the left over here, you also have currencies, commodities, crypto, and stocks that you can trade from. You can also use crypto. If you have the elite package, you can also use swipe coin to make educated guesses on here as well. I don't do that, but I just keep it very, very simple, and I trade just the currencies. So we're just going to wait here for a second. And there you go. So I did lose that trade. Now I didn't buy the second rollover because obviously I just wanted to show you guys the example. But there you go. Now price is starting to go a little bit down. Now it's going up. So obviously I lost that trade. This is what it looks like if you lose that trade. It's just going to show you 0 and then it deducts the money from your account and that's it. You just move on to the next trade. Okay, you guys. So that's what the broker account, that's how you use it. It's very simple. Now I want everyone to go over to the compound daily interest, okay, calculator. I'm going to put it in the chat here. And there you go. Everyone, please let me know. Put a 1 in the chat once you get to the compound daily interest calculator. Okay, awesome, Felisa. I'm going to move on if that's just her. Everyone should be on this right now. And if for everyone who's new on this, just overwatching, just watch my screen and see how we're going to go through this, okay? So what we're going to do, you guys, is that if anyone is in this chat, we're going to pretty much use $500 while taking the bonus for the beginners, okay? We're not going to start off with a cash account because for beginners, we have to teach you how to compound. We have to teach you how to have confidence in trades. And as you progress through these next couple of weeks, you'll be able to turn over that amount. Now, I am going to talk about the turnover amount, and I'm going to talk about how to make $248 a day, including how to turn over $1,000 to $2,000 a week, okay? Now, let's focus on this, compound daily interest. If you did a $500 cash amount and you took a bonus, you should be at about $1,000 or $1,200. So I'm gonna put into the initial purchase amount $1,000. We're gonna put for the percentage 3%. Now we're gonna go to the length of terms. We're gonna put 1 day. Okay, now the daily investment, we're just going to do 100% and we're not going to include weekends, okay? So your daily goal, okay, will be $30. Now, I want you guys to go watch my screen. I'm going to draw this on this whiteboard here. I'm kind of new at this, so please bear with me. So this is how you guys should write out on your piece of paper, okay? You should have amount. And then you should have day 1, 1 week, 30 days, and then 1 year. Can everyone see my my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So everyone can see the whiteboard. So that's how you should draw that out on your piece of paper, okay? So this will be the long-term goal, okay? Long-term goal. Okay, this is the long-term goal. So what we put in the day 1 is that we have $30, okay? The day 1 goal every day will be $30, okay? Now I'm gonna go back to the actual calculator. We're going to go back up. And remember, we wrote day 1, week 1, 30 days, and 1 year. So now we're going to check for the week 1, which is 7 days, okay? Now we have a 229-day principal. We go back to our goal. Our week 1 will be 229, okay? Now we have our day 1 goal, $30, our week 1 goal, 229, and then we're gonna have our 30 day. Now we're gonna go back and do the same thing and put 30 days into the day. The length of term, sorry, not day, the length of term. Now we go back, we put 30 days and we calculate that. That's 1427, okay? We go back to the whiteboard and we put 1427 for the 30 days. Okay, now we're gonna find the 1 year. We're gonna do 208 days. And then your principal should be $466,000 if you were just to hit $30 a day for the rest of 208 days. I'm gonna go back to the whiteboard and put 466 for my 1 year goal. Okay. Now, underneath this, you guys should write over here, daily goal, okay? Underneath this, write daily goal. Now we're going to get into the daily goal, okay? So now I need to just undo all of this scribble scrabble here. Now we're on to our daily goal, right? Daily goal. Okay, so now our daily goal is going to be 70% pairs at 3%. Okay, that's how it should look. Daily goal, 70% pairs at 3%. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a numeric value from 1 to 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now from here, we're going to draw an arrow just like this. Let me erase that ugly squiggly line. Okay, now what was our day one goal? Remember, our day one goal was $30. Okay, so we're going to put $30 there. Okay, now this is where we're going to go to our broker accounts. This is where we're going to find out how to make $248 a day and how to turn over 2 to 3, almost 3 grand a week if you can do this right. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over here. So now I need everyone to go back to their broker accounts. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm on Vide Forex right now. I'm going to look for 70% pairs. Remember, 70% pairs to the left. So I don't see a 70% pair, but I see 69%. You guys can just click 69%. I'm on NZD USD. It's 69% for me. All right, so now what we're going to do, let me see if I can get out my calculator. You need to bring out your calculator because we're going to add some math together, okay? So what we're going to do here, this is how you should always be compounding every time, whether you're compounding 1%, 2%, or 3%, okay? Now we're so focused right now just on the 70% pairs at 3%. So this is going to be a 3% movement, okay? So we put in $30, okay, to our calculator and $30 into the amount, okay? If we win that first trade at $30, we're going to add 20 bucks to that amount. So 30 plus 20 equals $50. So we would win. Now we're going to go back. Remember the whiteboard. We're going to go back to our notes. I'm going to put here, because I won that trade, $50. Okay. Now that winning trade turns into my actual second trade. Okay. Now we're at $50. Okay. Our second trade is $50. Now I'm going to go back to my platform and I'm going to put into the amount $50 because that's our second trade. Now we're going to add 50 plus 34 equals $84. Now we're going to go back to our notes, okay? And we're going to put in for our second winning trade, we would win $84. Now our third trade becomes $84. Now we're going to go back to the broker account. And we're going to put into the amount $84. Now, if we win that third trade, 84 plus 57, we win $141. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the whiteboard. We win $141. Now, our fourth and final trade is at 141. This is where you're going to make, if you win this last trade, $248. We go back over here. We put into the amount 144. I need to make sure, was that 144? I need to make sure that. 141, so 141. So in there, 141, and then we add $97, and it comes out to $238, you guys. So for our fourth and final trade, when we win that trade, okay, we will win $248. Was it 38? I think it was 38. Yes, $238. So we would win $238, okay? $238, you guys, okay? So your fourth trade, now I want you to write, anyone new here, I want you to write a line, and then I want you to write right there, rinse and repeat. I have terrible writing on this thing. Repeat. I'm just gonna put repeat right here. Oh, I'm almost there. There we go. Rinse and repeat. So once you win this trade right here, you're gonna start all the way back to square one. Okay, you're gonna start from square one because if you were to go after that fifth trade at 238, okay, what we did here, okay, what we just did here was we kept on compounding about $20, okay? So we put 20 there, we put 20 here, okay? We put 20 there, it goes back into here. We put 20 there, and we put a little bit, it adds up maybe 20, 25. It starts increasing a little by little, and we keep putting it back into that amount, okay? That's called creating free leverage. Have you ever been to a casino and you go to the slots, you win $100? Well, guess what? You have $100 extra on top of your actual betting money to actually play with now. So now, because you have compounded, you have $238 to play with on the next way back to square one. You have $238. So if you started to square one again, right? Remember, you just won 238. Okay, you just won $238 right here. Okay, your fourth trade. If you lose that fifth trade at $30, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, well, I guess I'm just at $200. Boom, you're done. You're done trading, okay? You're done trading. The reason being is because you just went 4-1, or you just went 5-1. You just compounded from $30 and you made $238 within just 4 trades. You took 4 trades and you made $238. That next trade, when you start over and rinse and repeat, you lose that trade, you're at $200. If you were to just take that fifth trade at 238, okay, and you did not start over, you're gonna lose 238 plus $30. Okay, so that means you're gonna lose about 268. Okay, you're gonna lose all of this hard work that you did from here to here to here just because you were greedy. Now, why do you think I say that greed in this game will kill you? Okay, greed, high leverage trading, not thinking properly will kill you. Okay, this is why I've created this for you guys to follow the process from left to right as a staircase. You go from one trade to the second trade to the third trade. Okay, now let's talk about if you lose. Okay, the reason why I really want to make this session about the compound plan is because I'm going to talk about it a little later, but everyone this week went 5-0, 4-0, 6-0, 1-0. I know Freddie went 6-0 this week. I checked it. Freddie, you went 6-0 this last week, you know. Imagine if you took 4 compounded trades, Freddie, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, Freddie, you took 6-0, you would have made 238, okay? Plus that extra 2 trades. So you would have added $84 on top of that if you started over from square one. So now, Freddie, because you went, remember, I have it. It's all in the Telegram group. You guys go check it out. Freddie went 6-0. Plus $84. Freddie, you would have just made $322 just in 6 single trades. Just in 6 single trades. This is why this is mind-blowing. This is why this is insane, because everyone in this group is going 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 3-0. You guys should be hitting this. You guys should not be scared of making $238, okay, in 4 trades. Now remember, okay, I want everyone to remember who's brand new in this. Go to the Telegram, check out how many minutes we've been in and out of the market. We do this within 25 minutes. 25 minutes. I help people make $322 in 25 minutes. I had a session where I made $1,677 in just 6 minutes. I did this because I compounded my $11,000 account, which is right here. This was the account. I won that money. I compounded this on an $11,000 account. Okay. I did that in 2 trades. This is why this is so powerful. Now, I want you guys to remember, I want you guys to also now look, okay? This is how I'm going to also show you. This is why I go really fast, really hard when I hit the bag, because I don't need to trade. After 4 trades, do you think I trade all day, you guys? No, I don't trade all day. After that morning session, I'm done. I'll maybe make 1 or 2 more trades, but every day I'm making about 6 to 8 trades. I don't even make, and those are spread out. 4 trades in the morning, 4 trades in the evening, and I'm done. That's how simple this can be, okay? So now let's talk about this really quick. So let's talk about your day 1 and your long-term goal, okay? So look at your day, oh, that's not it. Okay, so your amount, you guys, right? Let's talk about the amount. I'm gonna put AM for $1,000, okay? We just talked about how you can make $248 within 4 trades every single day. Every single day, if you go 4-0, okay, you can hit $248. Now, let's talk about the long-term goal and how you can turn over, okay, how you can turn over $2 grand. I'm going to show you guys right now, okay? 1 week, 229, 30 days was about 1427-ish. And then 1 year was about 466,000. Okay, so let's talk about this. We have 1 session, okay, every single day, 5 times a week, or 5 times out of the week, okay? 5 times, 1 session in the morning for the whole entire week, Sunday through Friday, okay? Even today, we're gonna make 1 or 2 trades, okay? If you times that and you only take 4 trades that are compounded at 248, what does that give you in that week? In just that week, okay? Just that week, that would give you about $1,240 in just 1 week, just hitting 4 trades, 1 session, 5 times a week, or 1 time a week, 5 times a day, or you get what I'm saying. But if you were to hit this every session for the next 5 days, you'd be at 1,240 turnover, okay? Now let's talk about, Freddie, I saw a couple other people, Athena, I saw Natalie went 4-0, 5-0. Let's talk about the extra amount, right? Let's just say, okay? Now let's just say you went on our thing 5 times, okay? You're on there every single day, but you did 8 trades, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, okay? So you hit that bag, you went 4-0, now you went 8-0. Let's just say you went 8-0 some days, okay? That's 496, okay? If you were to do that, okay? If you were just to hit the bag 8 times, spread out, 1 in the morning, 4 trades, 1 in the afternoon, or 1 in the evening for another 4 trades, okay? you're going to turn over in 1 week $2,480 in 1 stupid week of you just following my plan. Just follow my plan. Okay, now watch this. In 5 days, let's just say you're a beginner. You know, I have some fast-paced traders in this group. Let's just say you're a beginner, right? And you don't want to take 8 trades. You just want to go very slow. You're going right here, okay? You take 4 trades every session for the next 5 days. You hit the bag, 248. It's possible. Go check my Telegram. I'm not lying. It's possible. Results speak for themselves, okay? You hit that. Guess where you are in 1 week of your compensation plan for the long term? Oh my God. In 1 week, you just fast-paced your learning and your account 30 days. Okay? You went ahead of the compound plan just from trading with us. We have 3 different coaches, me, Julissa, and Athena, and pretty soon we're going to have another one. You take trades with us, you're going to be ahead of your compound plan within 1 year, every 30 days, within every week. Okay? So now if we times that, if you did that by 4, because remember, there's obviously 4 weeks in a month. Guess where you're going to be at? $4,960 in 1 month. 1 month. Okay? You're literally reason why I want this session to be about the compound plan is because I don't think you guys understand how much money you guys are missing out by not just following the plan. All of this, every one of you guys, besides maybe 2-3 people in this whole entire group, made money this week with me, and they went undefeated. There's only a couple people who lost once or twice. If we just follow this plan, I can help you make and turn over $1,240 a week. I can help you make $248 every single day. If you follow this plan and you get so good at this, you get so good because now you're taking trades with 3 of our coaches and you're doing it by yourself. All you have to do by yourself is 4 trades. By yourself, just 4 trades. You already took 4 with us. Take another 4 by yourself. Now let's times that by 4, okay? Because remember, in 1 month, we have 4 weeks. In 1 month of you taking this job seriously, this lifestyle, not a job, you take this lifestyle seriously, in 1 month, you'll make $9,000, almost 10 grand. Now you must say, how did I do that? If I go over to my account over here, I have over 15 over turnover. Then I go over to the actual April of when I actually started this. Look at this, you guys, okay? 400, 700, 730, $1,000. I'm pulling in minutes, you guys, minutes. $400, $700, $700, 800. This goes from April 2nd all the way from the 15th day I did this. I did this so fast. Huh? Oh,
I don't think your screen's popping up.
Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so here we go. So we did this here, okay? And now if you look at the actual date here on April, okay? If I go all the way to April and I close this, we started here. Douglas was with me. He's on this call. We started this and we had some complications in the beginning, but it's not loading. Give me 1 second, you guys. Come on, it just showed it. Okay, there we go. So from just the beginning, you guys, $400, $700, $700, $1,800. I'm pulling in thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars by just compounding, you guys. Okay, and this whole list continues. It continues for over months, just months. There we go. Another 400, 700, 300, 1,000, 34, $44. It just continues, you guys. It continues forever. Now, that's the reason, because the compound plan here gives you that. What I just gave you guys is the fastest way to increase your wealth by just following along of this plan. Now that you guys know that if you guys follow along 4 times a note, you're going to hit $1,240 every day or every week if you were just to take 4 compounded trades. If you were to take 8 compounded trades for the next 5 days, you're going to make in 1 week $2,480. You're going to turn over literally $9,920, okay, within that month. This is how I turned over my amount. This is how I turned over my investment. This is how I'm able to withdraw weekly. And this is why I don't mess around. I want my money. And it's all due to just figuring out these numbers, okay? So from that being said, you guys, let's go over to Hourglass. Remember, I just gave you guys, how do you make $248 a day? You hit 4 trades in a row. How do you turn over $1,000 to $2,000 a week? You just hit 4 trades in a row 5 times out of the day or out of the week. And guess what? You're going to hit about $1,240 a week. You do that again, 8 trades, 1 week, 2,480. You do that for a month straight, you're going to hit 10 grand. Okay? That's how simple it is. Now, I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to close this off here. Let's see. Now we're going to get down and dirty into business here. We're going to get into the Cashtrap 3.0. If everyone please has their Cashtrap out, please, and put a 1 in the chat. Okay, awesome, you guys. Now this, okay, for everyone new on this this call, this is Cashtrap 3.0. Okay, this is what we use every single day in order to beat the market. Okay, this is what we use. Now I'm gonna get into it, but first I need to just help those to set up their settings. Give me 1 second, it's a little laggy. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be on Euro USD. I'm gonna refresh my page because I think I have mine already done. All right, you guys, so this is how we're gonna do this, okay? This is how Hourglass looks like, but I like to edit it. Now, because Cashtrap 3.0 has just came out, we have a brand new scoreboard here where you simply only have to take the options, whether it be a 3 and up point trade, okay? So anything 3 and above, you can possibly take as a trade. You no longer have to add the points together, okay? So that's an amazing thing. We also have a brand new edification button over here to the top right. You can actually save the loadout. So today, I'm going to set up your guys' chart, and then we're going to save the loadout. And then now, from now on, every time you get into Hourglass, all you're going to do is go here and then load chart, and then your chart should be loaded. No more hassling, no more fixing. It's going to be done. All right. So let's get into this. I'm going to go and touch this blue band right here. Okay. We're going to touch this blue band, and we're going to double click it. And once it double clicks it, you're going to see a BNB pop up. You're going to go over to style, and you're going to change the upper band. Okay. The upper band here. We're just going to change the opacity to 100, and we're going to, let me move this zoom thing really quick. And then we're going to change the thickness either to the 3rd or 2nd tab, okay? I'm going to do the same exact thing for the lower. I'm going to change the opacity to 100, leave the color the same, and the thickness, I'm going to put it to the 2nd or 3rd. And then I'm going to click OK. We're going to do the same exact thing for the 2nd band. You click on the 2nd band, and then we're going to go to opacity, change it to 100, thickness to the 2nd. And we're going to do the same thing to the upper and lower. And then for the last band, we're going to do the same exact thing, you guys. Nothing changes. Change the opacity to 100, change the thickness to the second or third tab. Okay. Now, once everyone has that up and going, can you please put a 2 in the chat so I know everyone's on the same page? Please put a 2 in the chat if everyone's on the same page. Awesome. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, so now what we're going to do after we change the Bollinger Band, you guys, we're going to change the support and resistant boxes. So if you guys go over here to the support box, that green line, I went too fast. Here we go. That green line, we're going to switch that green line, double click it, and then it should pop up a VW. Now, all we're going to do is click on that red color line, that cell line, and we're going to change the thickness to the fourth tab, We're going to go to the buy line and change the thickness to the fourth tab as well. And then your screen should pretty much look just like this. Okay. Now, once we do that, we're going to change one last thing. Okay. Now, if you guys notice this huge EMA right here, okay, that 200 EMA, it's a red thick line. Double click that and it should pop up EMA_custom. We're going to change both of these colors to purple. Both of them are going to be purple. You can also change the thickness if you don't want it to think, but we're going to change this to purple, okay? Now, does everyone's screen looks like mine? Everyone should look like mine now. You have the purple 200 EMA. You can see the support and resistant boxes. You can see the Bollinger Bands. Please type a 1 in the chat if everyone has their screen. If anyone does not, please just talk on the Zoom call.
Show me that VW setting one time. Which one was the VW?
So you do you see my screen, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see this, it's red and blue on your screen, but it's like a thick red line. It's right over here. I had to like pull the screen out. You double click it and then, or you said the VW, right? Not EMA, right?
Yeah. I got the EMA one.
All right, so you see the support and resistant boxes? Just double click it and then it says VW.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Got it.
And then change the thickness to the fourth so you can see the boxes.
Thickness to the fourth on both. All right. Got it. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Awesome, you guys. Okay, so now this is where Cashtrap 3.0 just updated itself. So now we don't have to go through the hassle of doing this every day. I want you guys to go over to the right over here. Do you see that little cloud where it says save? All you're going to do is go over to that triangle and hit save. And then you're going to enter your actual name of the loadout that you want. So I'm just going to put Cashtrap 3.0 settings. That's all I'm going to put, Cashtrap 3.0 settings. Okay. Once it does that, it should load, the cloud should load. And then pretty much just to test it out, I'm just going to obviously, let's see here. Okay, so here we go. So once you have it load, click the arrow again where it says manage charts, and then click load chart, and then boom, you have your Cashtrap 3.0 settings, and then you're going to want to favorite that and just favorite it, and then you're good. Now, if I refresh the page, my settings restarted, and you notice, obviously your settings restarted. All you have to do is go to this top right corner over here where it says save, click the arrow, load your chart, and boom, you have Cashtrap 3.0 settings. Look at that, you guys. You no longer have to plug and play no more. It's just so simple. You just have to click it now. Does everyone get that saving loadout? Please type a 2 in the chat if they were able to save their loadout. I saw Julissa. You saved your loadout. Everyone saved their loadout. Were they able to figure that out so I can move forward? Okay, awesome. Now, like I said, you guys, if you just refresh the page, click that button, load the chart, it's going to pop up and boom, now you guys can load your chart. So this is how you guys should be trading every time, okay? This is how I like my charts. Now I'm going to say one more thing before this, obviously, let this load a little bit. Okay. So I wanted to mention something about the RSI at the bottom, you guys. I do change this right here. I double click it. Sometimes, you know, my eyes don't like the line. So I double click it, you guys. And then I go to style. And then all I do is right where this says upper limit, I'm going to hit dashed lines. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom one. Okay. All you do is go to Stoke, double click the red line, hit style, upper limit, lower limit, and I literally just hit that dashed line. I like the dashed line because it kind of messes with my eyes a bit. That straight line really does mess with my eyes. And see, you put a little bit of suave to it, and then you just simply save it, and boom, every time you load in here, it's going to save just like that. Now you can see the RSI, now you can see where it's at, and it doesn't mess with your eyes. So that's all we're going to do, you guys. This is it. You guys are going to have the secret sauce of how I look at my chart. I don't ever mess with it. This is how I use it, okay? So
Can you repeat that? The RSI?
yeah, so did you click, okay, you put your mouse over the red line of the first RSI and then double click it. And then does a stoach come up?
Yes, I got that one.
And then you go to style, and then right where it says upper limit and lower limit, you want to click that line, not the color, but that line, and then it's going to pop up a line, dash line, or dotted line. And then you're going to change it to dashed line for both of them, and then hit OK. And then you're going to do the same thing to the bottom one, and then you're just going to click save at the very top right.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to get into Cashtrap 3.0. Let me see here. Just bear with me. I'm just going to get my screen open. Okay, cool. So, let me see here. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so I'm on Euro USD, and I'm just going to leave it there because this is going to be the example for the puts and calls that I'm going to explain. And then I want you guys just to focus on the right side because I'm going to explain how to see the market and pretty much the rules, okay? So this is the Cashtrap point system, you guys. This is literally how to master the skill and the building blocks to market mastery, okay? The Cashtrap rules, which arrows to take. If price is trending, rule 1, consider up arrows in an uptrend and at support levels. But let me back up really quick. Some of you guys might not know what trending is. What does trending mean? Trending, if you look to my screen to the left, is this, okay? This is a trend. This is a downtrend, okay? What this simply means is that you first, before you even follow the rules, you first must find the trend, okay? So when I look on Euro USD, I'm gonna say, okay, it's in a downtrend, okay? Now, rule number 1, consider up arrows in an uptrend and at support levels. Well, is this in an uptrend? No, it's not. This is not in an uptrend. We found out from the very beginning that it was in a downtrend, okay? Now, second rule, consider down arrows in a downtrend at resistance levels. Is this in a downtrend, you guys? Yes, it is. So what we would want to do is consider down arrows, okay? Now I'm going to show you where the down arrows would be. we would want to consider down arrows in this area, in this area, and in this area, okay? You can also get it in this area as it came towards that middle EMA. So you guys had 1, 2, 3, and 4. You guys had 4 opportunities to make a sell option, okay? Remember, rule 2, consider down arrows in a downtrend at resistant levels, okay? These red lines are resistant levels, and that's why I colored them, or that's why I circled them, because that's where you're gonna wanna enter the market for a sell option, okay? Sorry, my screen's glitching a little bit. Give me a second. There we go. Won't let me erase it. Just bear with me for a second. I have to do it manually. Okay, now if price is consolidating, rule 1, consider up arrows or down arrows at support and resistance levels. So what is a consolidation? You're probably like, huh, I have no idea what a consolidation is if you're pretty brand new. So we're gonna try looking over here. That's not that great. Okay, perfect, perfect. It's right here, perfect. Okay. Okay, this area, you guys, this whole area from right over here to right in here, okay? This is a consolidation, okay? I want you guys who are brand new, okay? I want you guys to think of a river, okay? A river is just straight. A stream of river is just straight. And when you, obviously the river goes down, it goes down one way, okay? Now, with the river, obviously you know that this is a consolidation, it's going straight. We have pivot points, okay, of where the price is gonna flow, whether it's going to be up or down, okay? Now, remember, if this is consolidation, consider up arrows or down arrows at support and resistance. So you can make an educated guess to sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? So for a sell option, you had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 opportunities just to sell in this consolidation. Remember, this river price is going to move up and down, okay? Just like how the water in a river kind of sways back and forth, it's just going to go straight, hitting the rocks left and right. This is the same exact thing, okay? If there's a consolidation now, rule number 1, consider up or down arrows. Now, let's just say if we took an up arrow, we could have bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? We could have bought 6 times right in that area. Give me 1 second, the chart's just loading up the new candle. So we could have bought 6 times for an up arrow, and we could have sold another 6 times for a down arrow, okay? So where this comes in is that now I know most of the students on, or most of our people on this call have been part of our Telegram chat and have traded with us. We have took a couple trades up and down. We don't just trade one way. We take trades up and down. Now look at how this looks if you were to take this, right? Price goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then it finally makes a decision to go up. Do you see how this is so crucial if you just can understand the strategy? You could have made, now let's just say you took this for up and down both ways, you could have made 12 buying opportunities and selling opportunities together. 12. That's why this is very important to understand market structure, okay? Price trending versus price consolidation. So when price is trending, okay, and we reach past certain pivot points in an uptrend, we're going to hit resistance. And then once it hits resistance, it's going to have a pullback at the support level. Now, if you guys look at this left side over here, obviously we're in a downtrend. It pulled back, jumped up to resistance, pulled down, jumped up to resistance. Those are the pullbacks, okay? Those are simply the pullbacks that we're just talking about. In a consolidation, I just showed the pullbacks also for an up and down arrow. For a consolidation, you can buy and sell from the bottom and top, and you can keep doing that strategy until the consolidation is over. Now, for a downtrend, you're going to be wanting to look for pullbacks once the price reaches support and then pulls back up to resistance. Then you want to sell. Now, here's the basic overall view of what it looks like with actual pivot points. So the basics of a support and resistance levels in an uptrend, price pushes up to resistance. Where you would want to wait is for price to hit support in order for you to enter the market while it's doing an uptrend. So if it's uptrending, you want to wait for price to hit resistance, buy at support. Wait for price to hit resistance, buy again at support. The basic support and resistance levels for a downtrend. Obviously, this is just the same concept, but you're just going to have a different process. It's just going to be the other way around. Price hits support, it pulls back up to resistance, you sell. Price pulls down to support, it bounces, and then you sell at resistance, okay? Now, if I could just show you the screen to my left, I'm trying to show you the example. Okay, perfect. So I had to go to USD, or there's glitching a little bit. There we go. USD JPY. So in a downtrend, okay, we notice this huge downtrend right here, okay? Support and resistant levels in a downtrend. Where's resistant levels? Well, resistant level is right here, that red line. Where's support level? Support level is right here. Where's the next resistant line? This is the resistant line. Where's the next support? Right here and right here, okay? Where's the next red line? Right here. That's the resistant, right? So listen, if price pushes down to support, are we going to buy support? No, we're not. We're not going to buy support, because if we look to the left, you would lose that trade within 3 minutes. We're a 3-minute trade. You would have to roll that over twice in order to win that, okay? So if you waited for price to come down to support and then it bounced off support, price will reach resistance just like it did right to the left over here. Price reached support and it bounced off support to hit resistance. At that red line in a downtrend, that's where we want to make every sell. Every sell is at that resistant line headed downwards, because now if I draw this, you're going to be able to see the pivot points, okay? I'm going to draw this now. We went down to support. We bounced all the way to resistance. We came all the way down to this support and we bounced off resistance. We came all the way down to this support and we bounced off resistance to go all the way down to this support. So you ask yourself, well, you could have made money both ways. Yes, you could have made money both ways, but it was much riskier buying than selling. So we would only want to pay attention to sell options in a downtrend once price reaches these pivot points. Now, these pivot points are called support when it is in a downtrend. Vice versa, if it's in an uptrend, we want to be looking at support entries, okay? Let me see if I can get rid of all these things. Okay, awesome. Identifying a trend direction using the Cashtrap indicator. Okay, this is another way to actually, make a for sure trade. In an uptrend, price stays above middle lines, consider up arrows. Okay, now if you guys notice this middle line, we no longer have those 3 middle EMA lines. We just have this black middle EMA line. And I'm going to circle this line so people can kind of see this. It's just this black line right here, okay? This long black line is those 3 lines, okay? So if price is above or below these this middle line, okay, it's been respecting it. We're going to be making sell opportunities, obviously, for that resistant line. We want to be making sell options in a downtrend. But since on the right over here on the PDF, I want you just to focus on this, okay, on the right side. In an uptrend, price stays above middle lines, consider up arrows. Okay, price stayed above middle lines, and you could have bought in at these red lines. These are called pullbacks. The red candles right here, that's a pullback. Goes all the way up, pulls back. You could have bought again. Goes up, pulls back, buy again. And then once price reaches the very top, that's where you would want to sell since it pushed outside the red line. Now price, the middle line stays in the middle of price action. Then we're going to have a consolidation where I mentioned before that you can do buying and selling opportunities going the both ways. Now in a downtrend, if price stays below the middle lines, you can look for down arrows as price respects that middle line. Now let me show you what it looks like on here so you guys can see in real time. Oh, this is beautiful right over here. I'll show you this one. All right, you guys, so here we go. Let's see if I can show this. Okay. So price, remember, price respected this whole entire uptrend, right? Look at that. Did price go below that middle line? No, it didn't. It never once for at least 5, 10, for a whole 2 or 3 hours. It never even came below that middle line. So where would you want to be looking for an entry? You'd be wanting to look for entries, okay, at support. 1 entry, 2 entries, and right in here, you want to look for past history, your 3rd entry right in here. Now you must say, how did I get that 3rd entry? Right from right here. Remember, previous support becomes new resistance, you guys, okay? You had 1, 2, 3 buying opportunities to buy right in here in an uptrend because price respected this whole entire middle mean line, okay? Now you might ask yourself, well, is this a for sure trade? Okay, when it's uptrending, yes, this is a for sure trade. You can go 3%. And if you catch an uptrend and it's hitting these support lines, why would you be scared of this? This is literally telling you to get your money, okay? Now, the same thing for a selling opportunity. I'm going to show you the same thing, but the opposite direction. Now we're going to look all the way back here. You guys notice in a downtrend, right? Downtrend, we're going down, right? Price respected that middle line, okay? That whole entire 1 to 2 hours. So where would you want to make selling opportunities? Right at that support. Now we look back here. Look at that. There's 2 supports right over here. This is what this is what price has to break through in order for it to move. Look at that. This is how you guys make the sell. And then once again, you have another opportunity and another opportunity. So oh man, it's loading the new price. Give it a second. So you have another opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities. If you could just catch this and then ride this, if you guys could just catch this downtrend and then catch the uptrend, oh my gosh, you're not going to want to leave your seat. Look at that. You're not going to want to leave your seat. You're going to want to make all this money. You're going to want to compound it. Look at that. If you were to catch this downtrend, uptrend, okay? Now, Freddie, are you on this call, man? I know you had a question about previous price action. I didn't understand your question. I just want to answer his question, you guys, because he did have a good question, but I just didn't understand him.
It was basically knowing like when it's gonna hit the support or the resistance.
Okay, so you want to know when?
Yeah, like the timing, I guess you could say.
So pretty much here, let me see. Let me get rid of this line. Okay, so you guys, sometimes you might have to go back and forth to actually see the pivot points of the new support and resistance, because sometimes it won't print it. You have to go back and forth. So hold on, give me a second. Sometimes you have to go back and forth to see the future support and resistance. But how you tell, okay, this is how you're gonna tell. So Freddie, let me know if I'm on the money or not. But okay, let's just say we were paying attention to this, right? Okay, and you wanted to make a sell opportunity, right? So what you're gonna pretty much do is that you're gonna want to know as price is going down, right, to the support. Okay, how do you tell where to make the next selling opportunity? Oh man, give me 1 second. Okay, how are you gonna know where you want to buy the next selling opportunity? Is that when it was already going in a downwards direction, price reached this price at 247, as well as it broke down at 274. Okay, so if this was already printed here, you could have just waited, right, until price broke through 249, and then you said, okay, it might go down even lower. It went down even lower, and then it was 222. Now, right in here, okay, once it hits support, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna literally wait maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes until price comes right back up to where it previously broke. Because remember, if price broke this line's gonna stay there, this line's gonna stay there, and this line's gonna stay there. But these lines will not be there. So you have to predict the next move, okay? So how you predict the next move is letting price come all the way up to the previous resistance and then selling it, okay? So I would wait for this. Now, obviously price came down here again, right? And vice versa. If you just waited, now if you see this, if I pull my mouse over here, price hit a resistance at that 248, and you could have, made a sell, and then it kind of went down right here for that next minute. So this was a sketchy trade, but I'm saying that next predicted price, you would just look in the circle, because if you move your mouse, that last price was at 247. So that's previous history where I'm making my educated guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Now,
I'm usually like pips off though when I try to look for you see how it is right there, the green one, and then next to that it's kind of off from the red one from the
yeah,
top. And I think that's what I look for. I look for it to be like on the money when it's not gonna be,
yeah. So let's talk about that too. So that's another thing before I move on, you guys. So let's just say right now, let's just say Euro USD, it's at 243. So let's go to the broker account. Let's just say, did this log me out? It did log me out. Give me a second. Man, all of them logged me out. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, so this is a perfect example. Freddie did mention something. Sometimes the pips are off on Hourglass, you guys, and like towards the end of the day, they are kind of off because we have 4 different markets from around the world that are transitioning their market open to market close. So that's why the best times to trade are in the morning, or kind of towards the end of the day around 6:30, because that's when the markets start opening up again. But let's just talk about what Freddie said. So I'm gonna go over to Hourglass. And let's just say Euro USD. I'm going over to Euro USD. Okay, I'm on Euro USD. Let's see. So it's saying price is at 238. Price is at 244. So it's a bit off right now. It's like 2-3 pips off. So Freddie, let's just say, we're looking at Euro USD, and right now we want to wait for that 221 price, right? That's where that support line is, right?
Yeah.
So obviously this isn't a downtrend, you guys. So let's just bear with me. I'm just trying to make an example for buying support and resistance. So let's just say this was an uptrend and we wanted to buy this, right? We would want to wait for price to hit 224. You notice that Hourglass says 224, but when you go over to your broker account, you're like, damn, 224 is not even close to where this is at. It's at 230. Okay, this is where you check previous history. Okay, you see how I'm looking right here? I'm rolling my mouse over at 230. Did you guys notice that? okay? I'm gonna make an educated guess because now that I know that price, okay, is at 224, I want to look back right here and know the pivot points that the market hit, okay? So right here, it hit 230. Right over here, it hit 231. So mentally, if this comes down to support, to me, support's gonna be 230. Does that make sense, Freddie?
Yeah, it does.
So you guys, you don't always have to always get the hourglass number on support. You just need to be kind of close to it. And if you guys don't know, like if it's really off, like 5-10 pips off, look at your broker account and look at the pivot point. Look at where it's jumping before it makes a move. See, it hit 230 here, it hit 230 again. And if I go back here, look at that. If I go back here, it hit 229, 230, 231, and then it blasted off. You see that? So if you were to get in here, here, and here, you would have cleared that trade, okay? Now, if you're waiting for this price to come down, I would literally wait for these pivot points, okay? So that's literally how you guys are going to look at that if it's a little bit pips off, okay? Now, like I said, that's why I like trading in the morning because it's on point in the morning. It's usually on point. Okay, so now after we have that, I'm going to go back to the PDF, okay? Okay, you guys, so the alert panel. Now, if everyone's new on here, we do have an alert panel to the right side, okay? This alert panel will give you a 5-minute, or it will give you a new trade idea every 5 minutes. And it does have 2 of the same pairs. Now, the reason why it has 2 of the same pairs, one's doing a 5-minute, the other one's doing 10 minutes. It's because it's showing you the previous history within that last 10 minutes. So if I were to click back here on my hourglass, I would notice, okay, the last play was a put option. What's the current play? The current play is a call option. So educationally, or I'm gonna make an educational guess that the next call option or the next option will be a sell option because I simply hit back and I notice, okay, it's a sell. The next one was a buy. So the next one most likely will be a sell. That's why we have 2 of the same currency pairs, but the only thing you need to focus on is the 5-minute trade idea that always revolves every 5 minutes, okay? The top one. Now, on this alert panel, we also have a call or put option type, okay? So Hourglass will give you a type, whether it be a put or a call option for USD CAD or Euro USD or any pairs that you desire. The currency strength meter is to the right, you guys. Now, the currency strength meter is another deciding factor of how you actually look for trending markets, okay? So in this example to the right, we have USD CAD. USD is 14, CAD is 38. USD is weak and CAD is stronger. So if you ever see the top number weaker than the bottom, we're going in a downtrend. Now, if you notice Euro USD, 29/14. If you ever see the top number stronger than the bottom number, then we're going in an uptrend, okay? Now, how these numbers work out is that you're gonna see these numbers like USD CAD, you're gonna see these numbers fluctuate from 1438 to 1537, 1736, 2035. They're gonna fluctuate because what it's pretty much telling you is that this is how many numbers, how much currency strength it's going to take in order for USD to really give a comeback on CAD. It's going to try to fighting CAD, but obviously CAD is so much stronger. It's going to take an additional 15 points of its currency strength to actually flip and make the play turn around, okay? So if it's obviously stronger at the top, we're looking for an uptrend. If it's stronger on the bottom, we're looking for a downtrend, okay? The alert panel will give trade entries. Every last 3 digits is called a pip. Every 3 digits here that you notice, those are called pips. We don't need to notice anything else. That 1.27 will never really change. That thing will never hardly change. All we're paying attention to is the last 3 digits, okay? Now let's talk about the Cashtrap point system. The Cashtrap point system allows you to assign a value to each trade. The more points, the better the trade. A good trade equals 3 points. A better trade equals 4 points. The best trade equals 5 points. Now, what's so great about Cashtrap 3.0 is that you no longer have to add the points up. All you have to do is take a look at the scoreboard, and if it's a 3-point trade, you can take the trade. If it's a 4-point trade, you can take the trade. If it's a 5-point trade, I would most definitely take the trade. The point system goes from 1 all the way to 7 points, okay? Now, our call option point system, if there's a green arrow, we add 1 point, okay? So now, how do you look at these points? I'm looking at Euro USD right now, okay? Call option, we're gonna add the points, okay? This is how we used to do it, but we no longer have to do this anymore, but I need to explain it to you guys. Give it a second while it goes through, it's kind of loading. Okay, so let me see if I can get another one here. Let's see. Bear with me, you guys. Sorry, the chart's glitching a little bit. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna give me. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna start with this the put option first because this is obviously looking like a good put option. Okay, I'll go back to the call option. So for the Cashtrap point system, if for a put option point, okay, we would add 1 point for the red arrow. Is there a red arrow? Yes, there's 1 point, okay? Is the currency strength meter stronger on the bottom than the top? We would add 1 point, okay? If 0 USD stronger on the bottom than the top, yes, it is. So we would add 1 point. This is a 2-point setup. Is the price at red Bollinger Band lines? We would add 1 point. So we would look, is the price at red Bollinger Band lines? No, it is not. But, okay, remember, this middle mean line acts as support and resistant lines. So technically, okay, technically that Bollinger Band line becomes that middle mean line. Okay, so yes, you would add 1 point. Okay, is there an S on the skull stick indicator? No, there's no S on the skull stick indicator. You put your mouse on the candle and you drag it down, there's no S. Okay, is there a cross down through the red line on the skull stick RSI? We go over to the left. Was there a cross down? Well, the past history, yes, there was. There was a cross down. We would add 1 point. Okay, is there a cross down through the red line on the bottom RSI? No, there was not. There was not a cross down, okay? So we would take away 1 point. Now, this is just a 3-point trade, okay? A potential 3-point trade if you were to think about this manually. Now, obviously, Hourglass is giving you a 2-point trade setup. Now, you must ask, well, how come you came up with 3 and this is 2? The reason why this is giving you a 2-point trade setup is because anytime price reaches this middle line, it's a 50-50% trade, and you don't know if price will actually reverse, okay? So that's why it's giving you a better option, okay? So obviously we think it's 3. Now, would you take this trade? You possibly could, but I would be wanting to look for a better trade option. And now you notice that price reversed. You see that? Price just started to reverse there, just like I said. So that's why that trade turned to a 2 to a 3. You see that? Now it's going to reverse, okay? So now let's look for actual call options. Now, if we can look for the past here, we'll just stay on here. The last 8 minutes, okay? Was there a green arrow? Yes, there was. We would add 1 point. Is the currency strength meter stronger on top than the bottom? No, it's not. So we wouldn't add 1 point. Is price at the green Bollinger Band lines? No, it is not. It's at the support line, but we don't add a point for that. Is price at the green support line? We would add 1 point. Yes, it was. It came down to that support line. So now this is a 2-point setup. Is there a B on the skull stick RSI? We put the mouse over the price. No, there was not, but there was 2 candles ago. That does not count. We want the B to be right underneath it. Is there a cross up through the green line on the skull stick RSI? No, there is not. It's crossing through red. Is there a cross up through the green line on the RSI? No, there is not. It's crossing down. So that's why Hourglass gave you a 2-point setup. Now, if you guys notice, I just added that manually. That was a 2-point setup, okay, for a buying opportunity. Now, if I go back up to Euro USD, now we see that 3-point put option. Remember that put option I was talking about, right? That 3-point put option. I said this was a 3-point potential trade. Remember when I said that? This was at a 2-point score. Now that 2-point score turned into a 3-point trade, just like I mentioned before. The reason why it gave you a 2-point setup was because that middle line is a 50-50% range, okay? You may win, you may lose during that middle line. That's why we want to take entries during the trends, okay? Now, Cashtrap rules, which arrows to take. If price is trending, rule 1, consider up arrows in an uptrend and at support levels. Rule 2, consider down arrows in a downtrend and at resistant levels. If price is consolidating, rule 1, consider up or down arrows at support and resistant levels. This is all you guys need, okay? This is simply it. Now, I need to also send this in the chat really quick. Anyone who's brand new, please go check this out. Yes, I love trends too, Julissa. I know you're beast mode at trends. Julissa's on this call. She's one of our coaches, you guys. She loves trends. She's really good at it. In fact, probably better than me at it. I just, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go, right? So
Wow, thank you.
no problem. Hey, you know what? So let's talk about this, okay, you guys? Now, if you're starting with a $500 account and you added a bonus to it, do not worry. I went over tonight how to make $248 a day. I also went over how to turn over $1,000 to $2,000 a week. And now here is the proof to show all the new people here, okay, that we took this last week with all of our coaches as a group, okay? We did live and demo sessions. We won 213 options and we only lost 41 as a group. That was an 83% winning rate just in 1 week. 1 week. Now, this is our actual live, okay? This is all days where everyone went live. This is no demos, all live. We took 173 trades and only lost 23 of them. That means we had an 88.27 win percent rate. That means every single day, only one person lost once or twice. Once or twice. Okay, so you guys don't need to worry about the turnover. You guys don't need to worry about the withdrawal. I have given you a plan. I gave it into the chat right now to add to the Telegram chat. You guys need to follow this along and just keep at it, okay? So let's see if we can make 1 or 2 plays here. It is Sunday night, you guys, so the market's pretty slow. Let me just cancel this, leave that open. And I almost forgot one more thing, you guys. I'm so sorry. Actually, before we make a trade, this is Hourglass, you guys. Okay, so this is what I just showed you. Please go check the Telegram chat. I have the PDF that I just explained to you guys. It's in the Telegram chat. Please download it. Now, before we make a trade, I need everybody to go to forexfactory.com. Okay, I'm going to actually copy this and post this into the chat. I almost forgot about this. Once you guys have that, you guys need to bookmark that. And then we also need to go to currency strength meter. This is the livecharts.co. I just sent it in the chat, everyone. Okay, so once everyone has that, please put a 1 in the chat so I know everyone's on the same page so I can move forward. Awesome. So Atul, I know you're new. So Atul, can you please go to Forex Factory, and I'm going to go to Forex Factory here, and I'm just going to explain how to look at this, okay? So you're going to want to only trade the yellow impact folders. Any folders that you see that are orange or silver or red, you're going to want to not trade those pairs, okay? The reason why is because orange, red, orange and red folders have high impact news. That's either because the speakers that's speaking, or it's because one of the countries are having deflation, or something's going on with their economy. You do not want to trade those days with red and orange folders. Now, obviously, you see on Tuesday, you have a silver folder. Now that silver folder, what that silver folder means is that it's just a bank holiday. So you wouldn't want to trade euro all day on Tuesday. You would want to stay away from euro because the bank is closed. That currency is not going to be moving. It's not going to be fluctuating. It's going to be very, very slow. So if you were to take an entry in the market, you're probably just going to be stuck there for like 3 minutes, and then it's going to make a decision, and it most likely will, make you lose. So you don't want to trade those silver days. Like I said, orange folders, stay away. Red folders, stay away. Any yellow days, you guys can trade. Now, wow, I'm looking at this next week here, you guys. Tuesday's a good day. Sunday's a good day. Wednesday's a good day. Thursday's a all right day. And then Friday, we have some major news. But hey, this is a way better week this week, all right? Way better week. Now, once we go over there, we're going to go to currency strength meter. Now, this currency strength meter is going to be our deciding factor of where to look for trends, okay? So how you would look at this is that you would look at AUD, JPY, and you would notice that AUD and JPY are pumpers. Pumpers means that they're blasting off. Blasting off means that they're uptrending massively, okay? If there's 4, that means it's in an uptrend, but it's not uptrending massively. It's in an uptrend, but not massively. Okay, if there's 3, it's kind of in a downtrend. If there's 2, it's in a downtrend. If there's 1, it's definitely in a downtrend and is not going up. Okay, so what you would want to do is you would want to trade NZD versus Chief. You'd want to trade NZD versus NZD versus Chief for a call, GBP versus Chief for a call, USD versus Chief for a call, AUD versus Chief for a call, JPY versus Chief for a call. And then for a downtrend, you guys, you're going to want to look for Euro JPY, Euro USD, Euro NZD. 2 versus 4 is a downtrend. Anything that you see 2 versus 4 is meaning that it's in a downtrend as well, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing every time we go on and trade. Monday through Friday, we check the news, we check the currency strength, and then we go to Hourglass and we start making trades, okay? Let's see here. So let's see if we can make a few trades here, you guys. I know the session, it went a lot longer than expected, so I might just do 1 or 2 plays here. Like I said, you guys, I really wanted to get the compound plan through your guys' heads because it's very, very powerful. This is just a numbers game. That's all it is. This is just a numbers game. If you could figure out the numbers game, you're going to be so successful. So successful. It's ridiculous. So let's look over here, you guys. So let's look over to currency strength. Let's check AUD Chief or JPY Chief. Let's check those out. I think there's no JPY Chief, so I'm gonna look AUD Chief. Yes, AUD Chief, 57 over 16. Oh, it's looking pretty good. It's in an uptrend, you guys. It's almost near support. I'm gonna switch over my broker account right now. This might be a quick one. All right, guys, we have a minute left. Now, this is going to hit support here around 669 and below. You're going to want to snatch it around 659-ish. Right, these 3 support. Look at this is 3 support. It's giving you 3 different entries here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. I'm looking at this pair right now on my broker account. We have a minute left, you guys. 40 seconds left. Waiting for that next candle to print. Coming down that support at 659-ish almost. So now it's a little bit of pips off. So I'm going to notice that the pivot there is at 669. And there we go. Let's see here. Waiting for, oh, my screen glitched, you guys. Sorry about that. Let's see here. All right. So it's giving us a call at 665 or below. 665 or below. My screen's glitching. Come on. 665 or below. And there we go. Starting to turn around here. Might need to wait a little bit. It's going to hit that line. See? Was anyone able to get in that entry? My screen was glitching a little bit.
I got in at 668.
Like I said, you guys were doing 2 to 3 minute trades here. We're just waiting. It's 59 over or 50 over 18.
I got in at 668.
Don't worry, if you need to roll it over, you can. Like I said, this is hitting that medium line. Like I said, Sunday, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Oh, it just came all the way down to 664. All right, there it goes. It's blasting off. I'm just waiting to clear this, you guys. Market moves a little bit slow on Sunday, so you might want to roll it over if you're not in there yet, but it came all the way down to 664, and then it finally kind of just blasted off a little bit, staying stuck there.
Okay, I just cleared.
Awesome, awesome.
I'm actually driving right now. I've never taken a trade on my phone. But hey, it worked out.
Awesome. That's pretty dope.